Hi guys! So welcome back to my channel. I recently went and dyed my hair using henna. If you don't know what henna is, it's basically a plant-based dye. It's temporary and it usually lasts anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but my hair is like really black. And it was black before, but it had more hints of dark brown in it, especially in the sunlight. It was a lot lighter. So right off the bat, I immediately noticed the color change, of course. And also, one of the benefits and a huge reason why I wanted to do this was because it goes ahead and it strengthens your hair and also adds shine. So because my hair is a more kinkier texture, it's very prone to dryness, to breakage, even though I spend a lot of time doing deep condition treatments and protein treatments. So since this was my first time doing it, I wanted to go ahead and give you 5 tips for any beginning henna person, henna-er. So these 5 tips, I should say, by the way, that I did a henna gloss treatment, not a full-on just henna only. The main difference is gloss is that you add conditioner. So that means that your hair is going to be more moisturized instead of dry like a mud mask would do, if that makes sense. Okay, so before we get into the 5 tips, I'm going to go ahead and show you what type of henna I used. I used the Reshma henna. It's in the color Natural Black. And I just got this at Sally's. It was probably like $2 to $3. Super cheap, but it really did the job and the results were amazing. Okay, so tip number 1. That is basically that henna is so messy. So please make sure that you lay down newspaper, old garbage bags that you cut up and spread out. I thought that I was going to be really neat and that I was not going to get it anywhere, and that was a huge mistake. Even if you're gonna just do it in your bathtub, make sure that you put something down, because once the henna is applied to your hair, even though your hair might not be moving a lot in its natural state, once the henna is on there, basically your hair is just going to be like flopping around. I had sectioned my hair and that still didn't make a difference. Basically, it just got everywhere. And then at the end, I had to go ahead and do like a deep clean of my bathroom, pretty much. So to save yourself from doing that, lay something down, whether it's old towels that you just maybe use as rags or something, or, like I said, old garbage bags, old newspaper. Don't use paper towels or tissue or toilet paper or anything like that, because basically the henna is going to absorb into that and then it's going to seep into the surface underneath. Now, if you do get it somewhere, it's not the biggest deal in the world. You will have to clean it up, but the color is temporary, so it's not going to last forever. It's just really going to be more of a pain. Número 2. So basically the second tip is when you are adding conditioner to your henna mix prior to putting it into your hair, please be mindful of the consistency. I know there are a lot of recipes online that say add a cup of conditioner, but really it is up to the consistency. So basically what I'm trying to say is that you don't want your henna mixture to be too runny, because as you let it sit in your hair, it's basically going to be like running down your face, running down your neck, staining your skin. And who wants that? Ain't nobody got time, okay, to constantly be scrubbing your face. So, you do want to make sure that the consistency is thicker and not runny. So when you do add that conditioner, you have to be very careful. Pay attention more to what it looks like than the actual amount that you're putting in. Number 3. So, like I said before, the henna has a tendency to run down your face. After you apply it, basically, you've got your clips in there, and then, usually you want to put a garbage bag. I don't use any of my shower caps or anything because I don't want to stain them. So My tip for you is that you want to take an old towel, wrap it around the plastic bag that you have securing your hair, and that way it won't be such a big deal when, you know, it starts to kind of come down a little bit, because the towel is going to catch it, and you definitely want to tuck the towel a little bit under the plastic bag to catch anything. My big mistake was that I used paper towels, cotton swabs, like toilet paper to try and stop it, but basically those just weren't adequate enough to catch any of the liquid coming down. So I kept finding myself every 45 minutes having to replace one little section here by my ear, or one in the back, or something like that. Next time, I'm definitely gonna use an old towel. I'm gonna have just like a henna towel that I use so that I don't care if it gets stained or anything like that. Number 4. So this tip is, if you're basically doing this more for a color treatment of your hair, the longer you leave your henna gloss treatment in, the more saturated the color will be on your hair. I basically left it for half a day and then I slept overnight with it. So my hair ended up being super dark, and that's exactly what I wanted. Now, if you just want the moisturizing treatment, you also need to think about the fact that the ingredients in the henna that actually produce the color change are also the ingredients that give you the strengthening and the conditioning and shine results that a lot of people like. So if you're only going to leave it in there for 2 hours, you also have to realize that the results that you're gonna get from that, for that shine or for that strengthening, are not going to be as prominent as if you leave it overnight. So that's something to think about, and really it's just comes down to what your wants are. Number 5. So number 5 is kind of like 3 tips in one, because I didn't want to leave anything out. First of all, the application process. I just want to let you guys know that a lot of henna kits come with brushes, applicator brushes like this. Now, if you have a TWA or maybe you have straight hair, this might not be so bad. This might be really effective for you. However, I don't know if you guys can tell, you probably can't see, but my hair is so thick and it's getting longer, and this did nothing for me at all. I ended up having to just use my hands and basically coat the henna so that I can make sure that it got an even application, and you know, basically I wanted to make sure that color was going to be spread out and not strong in other places. I will say also that I did use this to kind of just apply it to my ends to make sure that they got fully covered. So that was helpful. I'm definitely not going to throw this away. So the second part to tip number 5 is also that you want to make sure that you wear gloves. Otherwise, your hands will be stained with black or brown or whatever color henna you're using. And it will not be fun, and they will stay on for days no matter how much you scrub. So please, please, please wear gloves. Okay. So the third and final part of tip number 5 is also that you want to make sure that you do your research. You want to make sure that, you know, you look into what type of henna you're buying, if it's going to give you the results, because there are so many different color variations that can arise from using henna. And you also want to make sure that, you know, you do research, make sure that you do a spot treatment to make sure that you're not going to be allergic to it, because everybody reacts to things differently. So that's a major, major, major thing that you want to look into before going ahead and doing a henna gloss treatment for the first time. So those are my 5 tips for you guys, more like 8 probably because of that last one. But I really hope that you guys enjoy these tips. I hope that you guys enjoyed them, and I really hope that they've been useful. I definitely encourage you guys, if you haven't tried henna and you know you're just kind of feeling that this winter your hair is not acting right, put that henna in there and I promise you, you will be very happy. I will say that I love the results. I'm definitely going to continue trying to do this at least every 4 to 6 weeks, because my hair is more manageable. It's a lot stronger than just doing a protein treatment alone, which I love. And yeah, I don't have anything bad to say other than just be careful for how messy it can be. So, all right, you guys, I will see you in the next video. Oh, and I'm now posting every Sunday and every Thursday, so twice a week. So please make sure you come back and you watch those videos every Sundays and Thursdays. Yeah. All right, you guys, bye.